Almost everyone has Netflix nowadays, and as a thriving Christian, it can be hard to choose what to watch, especially on a platform as secular as Netflix. There are just some content Christians should not be purposefully exposing themselves to. Like, if you can't watch it with Jesus, is it okay to watch it at all? Now, I understand that the more mature you are in your faith, the less worldly influences can affect you, and that's completely fine. Like, please, go watch what you want. I'm not forcing you or judging you as a Christian at all. But if you just want a list of Christian-based content to watch on Netflix, then introducing Top 10 Christian Recommendations for you. Please keep in mind that not all of these suggestions are PG. Now on with the video. Number 1. The Messengers. When a mysterious object falls to Earth in a blinding flash, it sends out a shockwave that knocks scientist Vera Ivanov unconscious. When she awakes, she finds herself somehow connected to 4 strangers who collapsed at the same time. Erin, a young woman trying to protect her daughter from an abusive ex-husband. Peter, a troubled high school student. Raoul, a federal agent trying to evade an undercover assignment. And Joshua Jr., a second-generation televangelist, and all of them awake with unexplained powers. This show isn't exactly a Christian show, but it is based on the book of Revelation, and although it's not too accurate, it definitely is an interesting show for a Christian to watch. Number 2. God's Not Dead, and God's Not Dead Too. After he refuses to disavow his faith, a devout Christian student must prove the existence of God, or else his college philosophy professor will fail him. God's Not Dead Too. High school history teacher Grace Wesley comes under fire for answering a student's question about Jesus. When Grace refuses to apologize, the school board votes to suspend her and threatens to revoke her teaching license. Forced to stand trial to save her career, Grace hires young lawyer Tom Endler to defend her in court. Endler devises a powerful strategy to show the jury the historical significance of Wesley's classroom discussion. Although many of you may have already watched these movies, they display average people staying faithful to God in hard situations. They are very inspiring films to watch. Number 3. The Story of God with Morgan Freeman. People following Christianity around the world share teachings and preachings from the Bible and spread the word of God. After seeing a few of the episodes, many Christians will find how other cultures see God quite interesting. Number 4. God Knows Where I Am. The body of a homeless woman is found in an abandoned farmhouse, and a diary documenting a journey of starvation and the loss of sanity lies next to the body. For nearly 4 months, Linda Bishop, a prisoner of her own mind, survived on apples and rainwater during one of the coldest winters on record. As her story unfolds from different perspectives, we learn about our systemic failure to protect those who cannot protect themselves. This drama documentary pretty much follows a woman and her diminishing sanity and relationship with God. Number 5. The Gospel of Matthew, the Gospel of Mark, the Gospel of Luke, and the Gospel of John. These ones are pretty much self-explanatory, but each of these movies go into detail about each of the 4 evangelists, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and how they help spread the gospel. These ones are great for Christians who want to learn more about the 4 apostles we all know and love. Number 6. God Bless the Broken Road. Amber's ideal life is shattered when she loses her husband to the war in Afghanistan. 2 years later, she finds herself in a struggle to save her home while providing for her 9-year-old daughter Bree. When up-and-coming race car driver Cody Jackson rolls into town, Amber and Bree become wrapped up in his pedal-to-the-metal way of life. With her faith hanging in the balance, Amber is forced to decide between the broken road she knows so well or trusting in a new path that God has provided. This is a tale we Christians know so well, the decision between the wide or narrow road. Great movie. Number 7. Evan Almighty. Newscaster Evan Baxter leaves Buffalo behind when he wins a seat in Congress. Moving his wife and family to Northern Virginia, he seems to have it made. Then God throws a crisis of biblical proportions at his feet. The Lord wants him to build an ark and line up all the animals 2 by 2 in preparation for a flood. This too is not a Christian film, but a comedic outlook on the classic Bible story of Noah's Ark. Number 8. Samson. When his youthful ambition leads to a tragic marriage, the all-powerful Samson embarks on a quest for vengeance that brings him into direct conflict with the Philistine army. As his brother mounts a tribal rebellion, Samson's relationship with the Philistine temptress and his final surrender to God will help turn imprisonment into a final victory. Now, this is an obvious attempt at making another classic Bible story more action-filled. However, after watching it, I think it did a good job. Number 9. Like arrows. Over 50 years of their lives, a couple enjoys the blessings and setbacks of parenting and learns that God has to be at the center of their family. Just another classic pure flicks kind of movie made for Christians of all ages. Number 10. Joseph, King of Dreams. A boy's ability to see the future results in a family discord, taking him away to Egypt where he helps the pharaoh protect the kingdom from disaster. Now, I've watched this at least 56 times. I just enjoy the story, the plot, the animations, and the nostalgia I get when I watch it. If you have not watched it yet, I highly recommend it. These were my top 10 Netflix recommendations that I highly suggest you to watch, especially now that we're in quarantine. If you enjoyed this video, click subscribe, like, and share, which all support my hustle. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Okay, bye! I love this channel so much. I just found the channel 3 months ago, but man, I have been missing out. Like, I know so many people who have already subscribed, who already know them, but for you guys who may be like me, who don't find these YouTubers early enough, like, I'm telling you guys right now, check out Sam and Kobe. The way I found them was pretty weird. I was watching this prank show on Hulu. Elton was the one who produced the show, and Sam and Kobe were just part of the show. And pretty much they would just prank people and come back and talk about it. And it was actually more interesting than I'm making it sound. Like, go check it out. I forgot the name, but it's on Hulu. I like to search people up after I finish watching the show. So I'm finished watching the show. I searched them all up, and like Sam and Kobe were last. So when I searched up Sam and Kobe, I was like, oh, they have a YouTube channel? Maybe they do pranks, you know? So I checked them out. I was like, they don't do pranks. The first video I watched from them was the Queen Mary one. It was like over an hour, and I finished it and I was like, no, I gotta watch more. So I watched almost all of their videos that spring break. Sam and Kobe's channel is what I really gravitate to. I'm supporting the rest of them because, dude, I love their videos. So like, check out Sam and Kobe. If you like that scary content that's just not too scary though, like for me, I know I get scared easily, but like for some reason, because it was like friendly faces, it was in the form of like a vlog, it wasn't like commercialized or anything, is why I loved it. It was so humanized, so real, that it made me not too scared, but scared enough. Please check out Sam and Kobe.